Welcome to Fireside Chat. My name is Sai. Today, let's talk about how much money you need invested before you retire early. Let's talk about FIRE. Do you know how much money you need invested before you retire? Do you know what FIRE stands for? Quick disclaimer though, I am not a financial advisor. This is for pure entertainment purposes only. FIRE stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. Financial independence means when you have saved or invested at least 25 times your annual expenses. That's assuming you're only withdrawing 4% of your total nest eggs. Later on the screen recording, I will show you how to calculate on the spreadsheet. The retire early part is when you decide to leave your 9-to-5 job because you achieved financial independence. That is completely up to you. Again, this is not a multi-level marketing campaign. I'm not trying to sell anything, and I have people ask me, Sai, are you trying to sell me something? No, I am not selling you anything. This is your mindset. This is about changing your mindset about how you view your money, and you have to do all the hard work. Here are some questions that I would like you to ask yourself. Why do you want to achieve financial independence? What would you do if you no longer need to depend on your 9-to-5 job to pay for your expenses? What is your idea of retirement? Do you just want to collect Social Security when you turn 62? You'll have to choose and design what type of FIRE suits you the best. There are 4 types of FIRE that I'm going to go over with you today. The traditional FIRE, lean FIRE, fat FIRE, and the coast FIRE. And first and foremost, you'll need to figure out what your annual expenses are going to be by the time you retire. Now, let's get into the spreadsheet and figure it out from there.
All right, what's up, guys? So let's go ahead and go over the spreadsheet here. So let's talk about the types of FIRE that I just went over. So here we got the traditional FIRE, lean FIRE, and we have the fat FIRE. Okay, and later on I'll talk about the coast FIRE. But first, let's look at the traditional FIRE numbers. So what you do first of all is to put your monthly expenses. So for here, let's just say you figured out it's $4,000 a month. I know it's a little high. You could probably bring it down a little bit lower. It just depends on the people. So say $4,000 a month calculates to $48,000 a year in the FIRE withdrawal rate. So with the Trinity study, 4%. That's the most conservative one. You can even bring it down to 3% if you choose to. And the FIRE number is going to be $1.2 million. Look down on the lean one. So lean, I also call it the skinny FIRE. So lean, let's say you cut all your expenses and you just list your essential expenses. Put around, let's say, $3,000 a month. Okay, so that brings it up to $36,000 a year. And the FIRE withdrawal rate is still the same at 4%. And now your lean FIRE number, if you look at it, it's about it's only $900,000. So compared to $1.2 million, $900,000 would achieve your skinny FIRE or lean FIRE. So let's move down to your fat FIRE. So what as I said, that would be your the most comfortable number that you're going to have. Say you spend about $6,000 a month. Okay, that usually what people do is they include expenses like travel expenses, entertainment, stuff like that, things that they want to do. Most people go for the fat FIRE because so they have the room to grow and more money to use if they want to. Same FIRE withdrawal rate. I use 4%. And now you look at it, the fat FIRE number is $1.8 million, and that's $72,000, and that's times 25. Okay, that's $1.8 million. All right, so these are all just the examples. So I'm going to get back to these numbers. So let's go ahead and fill out the numbers that you have already invested. So say you have $10,000 saved. Okay, and the annual interest rate, so we'll say average is 7%. I know the market's been great in the last 5-6 years. We'll just say 7%. Your current age, so we'll just say 25. And when do you want to retire? So your desired retirement age is something that you need to think about. When do you want to quit your 9 to 5 job? Think about when you want to achieve financial independence. Okay, so we'll just say 40. All right, so that gives you 15 years to grow. So what 15 years means, you need to save annually $46,655 a year. Monthly, you'll have to save $3,887.97. Okay, so that's already calculated for you with the formula that I have. If you look at the lean one, the skinny version of it, with $900,000 a year, you would need to save about $35,000 a year and about $2,900 a month. All right. The other one for the fat monthly expenses with the $6,000 a month, you're looking at $70,000 a year with the $5,800 a month into your brokerage account. Okay, so you can play with this. I play with it. Say you're the best case scenario. Say you're an 18-year-old watching this, and you want to retire at the age of 40. You don't have to save as much to achieve FIRE. Okay, that's the greatest thing. The compound interest grows even more significantly if you start investing at the age of 18. So if you pay attention to this number, and I bring it up to the age of 20, all right? So the numbers do go up slightly. So again, it just depends on what you figured out your annual expenses are going to be. And if you want to cut down some more, you can make it to lean. And if you look at it, you don't have to save as much. If you start at the age of 30, okay, then you still want to retire at the age of 40, then you'll need to invest even more per month. So it's not you don't have a whole lot of room, or you could probably go with the skinnier version here at $3,000 a month. $36,000 a year is your annual expenses, so you don't have to save as much if that's your retirement date, or if that's the date that the age that you want to retire at. So let's say you give yourself about 20 years. Say you want to retire at the age of 50. Okay. Now you don't have to save as much money. You're looking at $1,750. All right. That's the lean. Or if you want to do the traditional FIRE, that's $2,360 per month. If you increase your interest rate return, annual interest rate, okay. So let's say the stock market's been great, and you're averaging 10% for the last 10 years. Okay, let's play around the number. Now you don't have to invest as much. And again, we don't know what the stock market's going to do tomorrow. However, it'll help you understand what you need to do in order for you to meet or achieve financial independence. If it takes you 20 years, if you want to take 20 years to do it, I say do it. But if you don't want to take that long, you want to retire at the age of 45, the math is simple. Okay, you just have to invest more. Let's talk about the Coast FIRE. So the difference between the Coast FIRE and regular FIRE is, with the regular FIRE, you no longer need the income to retire. Okay, with the Coast FIRE, you still need the income to cover expenses, but you no longer need to invest. I don't necessarily agree with the strategy. However, I just discovered this approach within the FIRE community. Several people I know have been doing this. So let's take a look at the spreadsheet here with the compound interest. So let's say you're at the age of 20, and the goal here is to hit $300,000 by the age of 30, with an annual contribution of $20,000, okay, and 7% interest. What that means is, when you hit $300,000, you stop contributing to your stock market portfolio, so you stop saving. Eventually, by the age of 47, you're going to hit $1 million. Okay. Or if you choose to retire at the age of 60 when you're eligible to collect your IRA, 401k, pension, or TSP, then your portfolio would go up to about $2.5 million. That's still with the 7% interest. So it's incredible how compound interest works. Again, this is not the approach that I'm taking because it takes out the meaning of financial independence, retire early. The whole point is, for me, is to not have to have a 9-to-5 job. If you choose to do this approach, I encourage you to do more research. This is still a very new approach.
Welcome back, guys. I hope that spreadsheet helped you guys out. Let me know in the comment section down below what type of FIRE you're pursuing or you're interested in pursuing. Also, follow me on Instagram and you're going to get a free copy of the spreadsheet that I just went over. Thank you for watching and have a good one.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more FIRE videos.